D.H.Lawrence Lady Chatterley's lover. This time, quote is not at the beginning. It suits better somewhere else. Being in love is a deceiving taste of the divine. It's a false taste of what it's like to be whole. For a very short period of time, you wrongly believe that that other person completes you. For a very short period of time, you're full of energy. Eat less, sleep less, smile without a reason. You're joyful all the time, effortlessly. You think, this is it. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I deserve. From now on, everything is going to be better. Thank you, God, for sending this person my way. Even if it's not our first time falling in love, even if we've been disappointed dozens of times before, we still have capacity to convince ourselves that this time everything is going to be different. Because this time it's the right person. Sadly but surely, we fall in love with the wrong person. Always, every single time, again and again. Rivers of tears, millions of broken hearts, years of sadness and despair, everything in vain. We are constantly looking for love in the wrong places, wanting tenderness from weak, admiration from blind, acceptance from judgmental, praise from mute, love from just about anybody. How can we find love when we don't know what love is? How can we love someone else when we don't love this person with which we have the most important connection in our lives, ourselves? It's this primordial connection where we fail, and after that we are destined to fail in every other connection that we intend to grow and cultivate. It's impossible to love someone you don't know, someone you're not emotionally intimate with, someone you fear, reject, humiliate, make fun of, degrade. That's what we are doing to ourselves. If this is what we are doing to ourselves, imagine how cruel we are capable of being to others. Yes, very often we are not cruel knowingly, but we still are. It's this connection with ourselves that we have to heal in order to get a chance to know love. Broken people cannot love, nor they can receive love. Most of us simply consent to what we have or don't have, and the fact that almost everybody else does the same makes it bearable. Comfort zone. No matter how uncomfortable and confining it might be, it's familiar. Nothing changes within familiar. Nothing improves within familiar. Nothing grows or blossoms, but we stick to it because we are afraid to step outside. Fear is the most dangerous serial killer ever, and the most perfidious. You don't even realize when and how it got to you, but one day you're a dead man walking. Fear is the most important opponent to defeat. Every single day I have to remind myself that it's doable, but most importantly, that it's worth the fight. Every single day this sneaky enemy is looking for weaknesses, blind spots, back doors. If you dare to confront it, you get to defeat it occasionally. And it's in those flashes when it lies heavily wounded when you get a break and you can surrender to love, and love permeates you in this intertwined process of giving and receiving. It's in those instants when our hearts unlock. It's in those short time frames when we realize we are all it takes. We are the beginning and the end. We are enough. D.H. Lawrence, in his book Lady Chatterley's Lover, says beautifully, quote, "Perhaps only people who are capable of real togetherness have that look of being alone in the universe. The others have a certain stickiness. They stick to the mess. End of quote. If we want to play fair, we have to be able to be happily and willingly alone before we venture on being with anybody else. That's the difference between wanting to be with someone and needing to be with someone. Being with someone out of needing is cheating, and it's probably the most common and the most acceptable way of cheating. It's so present that it doesn't feel like cheating anymore. How could it, since so many do it?